Hi there. Happy Sunday. How apropos that we're doing this on Sunday. So, I finally got around to posting my quick tutorial on our twin flame journey and what it means. And would you see our little spirit guide here? Yeah, it's on the right side there. Now it's in the flowers. Yeah, so my spirit's here. It's probably going to be here during the whole the whole thing. Um, I've been getting these ringing in my ears, and when I talk about ringing in my ears, it's energy, it's frequency. I don't get like an ear infection or that weird ringing that people get when you go to the ears node and throat doctor, the ENT, if you will. I get like an energy or a frequency in my ear, and I know that those are messages from well, it could be from the divine, it could be from spirit guides, it could be from ancestors, it could be from archangels, guardian angels, etc. So, yeah, I got quite a few when I was writing that, and it was nice, quick, and short, and to the point. I thought it was got the message across without going over too much. But let's talk a little bit about this twin flame connection, because a lot of people get caught up on, twin flame this and twin flame that, and um, and what it truly means. And somebody might be in a soulmate connection or even in a karmic situation. I don't want to put a negative spin on this and say, oh, I'm your twin flame to your twin flame counterpart. And, be very careful when you say things like that, because being a twin flame is not something that we just decide because of our love for one another or our desperation to keep that person in our life. This is something that was brought upon by the divine, you and your counterpart, before you were even born, before you were even on earth. And your souls split up and they came down to earth, and they went through quite a few trials and tribulations until they were triggered, where they were awakened. And when we talk about a spiritual awakening, that's what we're referring to. So for somebody to say, oh, I'm your twin flame, well, you might want to be their soulmate or their girlfriend or boyfriend or lover or wife or husband. But being a twin flame is no joke, and it's very important, and it's very spiritual. It's different than religion. It's not like going to church, although it is very divine. I literally have Bibles and crosses and angels and all sorts of stuff, in my house. I always have. It's just something that came naturally to me. Never seemed like a burden or a chore to do the right thing. But with this twin flame journey, I just wanted to explain a little bit more than what my tutorial explained. And basically, twin flames are different than a DNA twin. When you have a twin, identical twin, fraternal twin, could be a guy or a girl, or two guys and two girls, and they are born in the same womb, and they share the same DNA, the same bloodline, if you will. In my particular case, or in Twin Flames' particular case, it's a soul, a twin soul. Actually, it's one soul split in half. Interesting, right? Well, these are two, that's why sometimes we're considered earth angels sometimes when we're here, because, we are from the divine, we're from heaven, and we agreed. That's when we talk about a contract between two people. Well, it's really not between two twin flames. You are one person, but you agreed to be split in half, to come down to earth, to help for the greater good. And sometimes some people even consider it being undercover, teaching and showing the heavens, what's really going on earth, and then to help raise the vibration so that earth itself can ascend. And there's been a lot of upheavals, in our world, with mass shootings and all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So, light workers, no joke, are here for the greater good. And so when we have, these karmic situations, sometimes that's evil energy, because they know who you are. They know you're here to help earth ascend. And do you think the devil or evil energies want that to happen? Probably not. So that's why you get stuck in these alcoholism and drugs and sex and temptations and lust and seduction. And, if you fall for that, well, there's a reason why you're falling for it. Number one, you're with low vibrational people, you're feeling their energy. But two, maybe a darker entity or energy knows who you are and they want you to fail. So keep that in mind if you are a true twin flame. I'm not so sure that was me talking, just came into my head. But let's talk. Let's talk about twins, baby. All right. So basically, it's energy, right? It's frequencies. Twin flame connections are our energetic, our energy counterpart. It's a core soul frequency. This is why when I talk about, yeah, I'm vibing with this person, or when I talk about high vibrational people or low vibrational people, this is what I'm talking about when I say that. So when I say, yeah, I'm vibing with that person, I probably am vibing with that person. And I don't care if you're gay, straight, black, white, Asian. I don't care if you're 80 or you're 60 or you're 40 or you're skinny or you're tall or you're fit or you're short or any of that. It's based on a soul connection for me, or energy, not even a soul connection. Soul connection is different, but it's based on the energy I feel when I meet you. And when I meet someone, literally, even before I meet them, I can look at somebody's picture and tell you exactly what kind of person that is based on the energy that I get, the vibe that I get. Okay. And that's a special gift that we're given. Some people intuitively know how to do that as well. Some of that is common sense, quite frankly, but it's a little bit more spiritual and a little bit more intuitive on my end. So, when we split up, we don't always meet our counterpart, our twin flame counterpart, until well into the journey. It could be in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I just heard of somebody who finally reconnected with their twin flame at 67 years old. And when this happens, and I don't care if it's in person or you see them on TV, and my friend had talked about serendipity recently, and she's a psychic medium. And now I'm completely understanding what she's talking about, because it's possible that you saw someone, you walked past them, or you saw a picture of them on social media, or they just happened to be in the same town as you. You may not have met, but wouldn't you know it, something was triggered. And now you're in this full-blown spiritual awakening, spiritual journey, and your whole life just seemed to, change. And a lot of cleansing and upheavals and tower moments and karmic cycles and all this stuff started happening. And you're like, oh my gosh, my world was so much easier before this person came into my life. But what that was, it was called the process of purification. It's called twin flame ascension. So when you see that person, or you're in the same town as them, and your energies may not have met, but boy, energy's energy, think about how that can trigger something. And that's pretty much what starts that whole spiritual awakening and your twin flame journey. And it's no joke. As we know, it's not easy. It's not always fun. But they're designed, to get rid of all of those painful emotions and, the hurt emotions, the disappointments, the karmic cycles, the karmic relationships, and the tower moments, and any challenges brought on by anything negative or dark energy is cleansed and purified. Okay. And basically, once you're in an alignment and you're purified and you're uplifted, now your energy is pure and it's ready to go. And that's when that's what the whole divine timing is really all about. It's not about, oh, you know what? I've got time between September 18th and November 22nd to do this. No, it's not. It's not like booking a vacation. Or catching a train or a plane at the airport. The divine timing portion of it is, when are you ready for this? Have you cleansed yourself? Are you pure enough for this union? And that's why we really don't care about the past and this unconditional love is really what it's all about, because I know that you went through everything and you cleansed yourself and purged yourself before any of this was allowed to happen, because the divine will block it if it's not. Okay. So, when we talk about energy, let's back up a little bit. I'm talking about being a light worker. So when I put hashtag light worker, that doesn't mean I work light at work. It's about energy. It's about extremely high vibrational energy, hence the term light worker. And basically that is our energy rushing into the earth's plane. And that's part of our mission as a twin flame journey. It's literally bringing heaven to earth for Earth's own ascension, with this planet's own ascension, to make it a better place. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much what our mission is. And there's different ways of doing that. Sometimes it's just that simple. Sometimes it's helping other people along with their journeys. Sometimes, it's through music or writing or acting or, being a tarot reader and getting things across to the masses, because people connect with that. And also there's a little bit of an intuitive quality to it. Some people who watch those are not necessarily interested in their twin flame. They're interested in their soulmate as well. So, we do some tarot readers, if you will, dabble in just the regular general readings or psychic readings. Mine specialize in spiritual and twin flame journeys and people in my collective. Or if you're in my life, I might pick up on your energy and pull cards. But I really have to be careful not to abuse that, right? Because I get karmic cycles too, and I'm here for a mission. So you ask, well, gee, why did I have to go through all this again? Well, I say a lot in my readings, the lessons will keep showing up until the lessons are learned. And that's part of the purifying and cleansing process. So, we are in 3D, we have egos, and 3D just means real life. 4D is the difference between real life and then 5D life. I like to use 5D and 3D. 5D is like dreams in the spiritual realm and just air. Somebody can be anywhere in the world and I can tap into their energy, hence the 5D ascension, which I do communicate a lot through. So, through this darkness, there's light, and that's where the term light worker comes in. And, being strong enough and not being tempted by these dark energies, because what's going to get attracted to light? Dark. So we need to be strong and we need to be cleansed. And if we're strong, then we can help other people, and we're not going to get tempted into that world, right? So we have to practice what we preach. And that's a big, big part of it. So the other night, in fact, last night, I think I pulled the 10 of Cups, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so great. You finally get that emotionally happy life that you want. But as a twin flame, as a light worker, I knew what that really meant. That meant that, oh, good. That means that there really is true love here. And, in 5D, happy life, happy wife. Well, in twin flame world, happy life, happy emotional life, happy home. That just means that, both twins are in alignment, and think of how high our vibrations are and how high this is going to ascend to help the greater good. So yeah, you're going to have a great home life and abundance and all that. But again, a big part of that is so we can do our mission, so we can vibrate at such a high level that the earth really feels it, and it starts to vibrate through the world, so that people can feel that positive energy, that love, that light, and they're now in a state of positivity as well, and can work through those negative cycles that they go through, because not everybody is us or has the gifts that we have, and we need to help them, and that's why we're here. I hope that explains it a little bit more. And of course, we're on Instagram. I'm getting kicked off soon, but do you see our spirit there in the flowers? Yep, they're there. All right. Well, love and lights. Have a great Sunday. And next thing I'm going to do a tutorial on soon is karmics and karmic cycles so that we can recognize who those people are. All right. Have a good night. Bye.